What's up everybody, it's Sean here back today to give you guys a review of the Nike Mind 002 in this light smoke gray colorway. Have you ever wondered if there's a way to magically extend the life of your sneakers? Well, the answer to that is a product called Capsule. Today's video is sponsored by Capsule, and they're a brand new product on the market which helps to preserve your sneakers and extend their lives by up to 2 times. It's a very simple process and it looks just like this. So this right here is the pod that is essentially where you store your shoes inside. And this is an airtight and UV protective pod, which you put your grail shoes inside when you're not wearing them, instead of just leaving them in a normal shoebox on a shelf. So the key to this system is actually in the form of a capsule, and this capsule contains a specially formulated gas that you inject into this pod. This not only pushes out the bad air inside here containing any oxygen or dirt, but it pushes in a key preservative which represents the ideal state to keep your shoes inside. So this system tackles the 2 main reasons why your shoes fade, age, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So this is a scientifically backed formula. I'll link their website, their socials down below for you guys to check out, do some research, do your own reading, and get more comfortable with the product yourself. Don't just listen to me. And if you do decide to check them out, be sure to tell them you heard about them through my channel. So this right here is the Nike Mind 002 or 002, and this video is kind of like a follow-up to my last review where I broke down the Nike Mind 001. So whereas the 001 was more like a mule, this 002 is done in more of a traditional sneaker silhouette. But in either case, they both incorporate Nike Mind technology, which is the latest and greatest tech coming from Nike, specifically the Nike Mind Science department. So like I mentioned in the previous video, this Nike Mind technology aims to stimulate receptors under your foot, which send signals to your brain. And how that's done is through these foam nodes under the shoe, which move independently, kind of like pistons. So as you take a step, this activates key nodes which are strategically placed underfoot. And the end result of this feedback between the shoe to your foot to your brain, it's supposed to help athletes pre-game and post-game with enhanced focus, concentration, relaxation. But like I mentioned in the previous video, how much of that is actual science versus how much of that is just pure marketing is really up for debate. For me, based off of my experience with the Mind 001, I thought it was a bit more on the marketing side. I didn't really feel any of the benefits that they claimed it would provide, but again, I just tried these on for a very short period of time. So maybe with extended wear, it actually does enhance brain activity and pre and post game relaxation and all that stuff. But as of now, I think you can label me as a bit of a skeptic. So this 002 is more of a traditional sneaker, and these retailed for a price of $145 US or 180 here in Canada. And the colorway for this shoe is light smoke gray, photon dust, hyper crimson, and chrome. So jumping right into the details of the shoe itself, the upper of this sneaker, this is covered in this nylon-like material and has a dimpled look to it all throughout. So you can see a bunch of these clusters of indentations or holes, revealing a second mesh layer underneath. We have these circular TPU eyelets for the bottom 4 and a chrome finish on the very top eyelet. Underneath this on the mid panel, on both sides of the shoe, we have a chrome Nike swoosh. And then all along the edges, we have this fuse-like layer done in this tonal gray finish. On the heel, this is ribbed and covered in that same nylon material. And then on the top, we have a woven pull tab, and it's texturized with these rubberized circled dots, which gives the pull tab some additional grip. In terms of laces, so this pair only comes with 1 lace option, and they're a rope style lace done in this tonal gray color. Underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue incorporates these large perforated holes. However, the top of the tongue is left covered. We have Nike Mind debossed in the center of the tongue, along with a 90-degree rotated chrome swoosh. You also notice how the tongue is partially gusseted to the body of the shoe, giving you more of a one-to-one lockdown fit. And then on the back of the tongue, it incorporates what looks like a ghost logo. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know what this is supposed to represent, but to me it kind of looked like the ghost from Pac-Man. And then the interior of the shoe is covered in a gray colored mesh, and there's some padding in here, not overly stuffed, but not too thin either. Instead of a traditional insole, for these shoes we have a thin cloth layer, which sits directly on top of the 22 foam nodes. So from an angle, you can kind of see how those foam nodes are a little bit raised. So you can imagine when your foot makes contact with the ground, applying pressure onto these nodes. Like a piston, they'll push upwards and make contact with your feet, stimulating those key pressure points. So the upper of the shoe, it sits atop this solid foam midsole, and just like the Mind 001, it has a small dimpled finish to it all throughout. And again, like the 001, it has this wavy or ribbed finish to it along the sides. And then we have this chrome plate with Nike Mind branding on it at the very back of the midsole. Turning this over to the bottom, so this outsole we've seen before on the Mind 001. On the very top of the toe, where we have this rubber overlay, along with the very back of the heel, there's another layer of rubber here too. And then running from heel to toe, we have these 22 foam nodes, which are able to move independently. You'll notice how they differ in size, with the ones on the forefoot being a little bit smaller, a little bit more clustered together, whereas along the heel, they're larger and a bit more spaced apart. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so unlike the mules, the 001s, these 002s do come in half sizes. So that's a great thing. So in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I tried on both a size 10 and a 10.5 in the store, and I went home with the size 10. So I'd say that these do run true to size. If you have a narrow, normal, or slightly wide foot, go with your normal Nike size. If you have like a really wide foot, you may want to consider going up half a size. So whereas for the Nike Mind 001, I went up to the size 11, these I feel fit more roomy. They're not nearly as snug as the 001s. So that's why I was able to go true to size very comfortably in the 002. But generally speaking, they do have a pretty snug one-to-one fit, not to the point where it was uncomfortable or painful, but just the general feel of this shoe. It's more on the snug side, which I believe that's intended to maximize the lockdown and the underfoot feeling with the Nike Mind technology. Moving on to the comfort of this shoe. So the one thing I noticed immediately comparing this to the 001 is that the sneaker version has much more of a responsive and almost low to the ground feeling underfoot compared to the 001. So the Nike Mind technology on this shoe is a lot more pronounced, it's a lot more obvious. Just from taking steps throughout the house wearing these, you can feel that sort of popping sensation of these foam nodes underfoot. It's like I'm stepping on large bubble wrap almost. It has a bit of that snapping sensation underfoot. So the 001, I felt that to some degree, but these are just a lot more obvious. I don't know exactly why, but something with the engineering of the 002, maybe a thinner midsole, maybe because there's more lockdown that's pushing my feet down onto the footbed. But I could feel the technology working a lot more on this version. Whether or not there's actual mental benefits to that is a whole different discussion, but the sensation was definitely more pronounced with these. So comparing the two, I feel like the 002 is a lot more comfortable. It just fits your foot a lot better. You feel a lot more contained, a lot more locked down, and the mule in comparison is just more of a lounging, slip on, slip off kind of footwear. But I can't see myself wearing that one too often, whereas these, I can honestly see myself wearing a lot more. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this, so all in all, it's just all synthetic materials, just a bunch of meshes, fuses, plastics, all that stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to Nike, and honestly, nothing too surprising either. This is not really meant to be like a premium material shoe. You're not gonna be wearing this expecting high quality leather and suede on these. It's meant for just everyday wear, for pre and post game, for athletes, which makes sense why they chose the materials that they did. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I think the 002, from a physical feeling standpoint, executes the Nike Mind technology better than the 001. The 001, while I think is a better looking silhouette, didn't really wow me or impress me too much from an underfoot feeling perspective, whereas these, whether you love it or hate it, it definitely gives you more of that sensation underfoot. The lockdown is also great on this sneaker. That's one of the biggest issues I had with the Mind 001. It just felt like my foot was never really contained and secure in place. So aside from the actual appearance of the silhouette, I think the 002 is the better done product. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Nike Mind 002 in this light smoke gray color? Between the 01 and the 02, what are your thoughts between the two? Are you a bigger fan of the Cybertruck looking slip-on or mule, or are you more of a traditionalist and you like this sneaker look instead? Leave your thoughts down below, and as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out and follow. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support, and I'll catch everybody in my next video.